Well, nice bright day again today for a change. Much more pleasant. And I've got something to do. How about that? So we'll show you what it is. At last we've got something more interesting to do. Finally, I've got to blow up my furnace. And I just tried it briefly last night. And I thought it was going to give too much air. Anyway, I've just checked against my hairdryer, so I've been trying to think how to cut it down and make it variable, because it only wants to blow at one thing. That heat gun I used was perfect for it, but they don't last because the elements burn out. And I've been ages getting this from a mate who's given me it. Anyway, I've been thinking of a way of cutting it down so it would just go on the end. So actually this is plan B. And I just found that. I sacrificed my last little boiler for the thing, and the hole could be enlarged, and there's a thing. I was trying to baffle it. Anyway, there's not enough coming out the end. And battery's not very good, so I had to use a battery charger. But it works quite well. But there's very little air coming out the end. Certainly not enough. Like that. So, actually this is plan B, so it's back to plan A. Now when I used it last time, I used my hairdryer. I just made a funnel out of some cardboard and taped my hairdryer to it because I wanted to use it once. And it actually worked very well indeed. And the other thing is, the reason I didn't go straight for that was, as I said, I thought I'd be getting a bit too much air. Anyway, because this would have been the perfect solution. That's a regulated power supply. And I've had it many years. And oh, it really is good. Problem is, I hadn't used it for a long while and it's getting hot. I think I know why it's getting hot. It's because it's regulating miles too much, which is a bad connection somewhere. The DC connections are there, and if those are loose, it can happen. But they're not. I've checked those and they've got a good contact. So, you know, obviously it's normal electrical stuff. There's a bad contact somewhere. Because that, I could turn it down and turn it up again. You know, that would have been the perfect solution, I think. Anyway, now I know we're not getting enough, we'll go back to plan A. So, I'll just get on and do it. It's not very interesting to watch, is it? All I've got to do is make a cardboard tube. I think I'll probably cut that in half, you know, and make a cardboard tube, and that can hang on the end, and then we should be in business. This took me, by the time I messed about and found drills and screwed that on, it's fairly solid. I will just show you before I dismantle it and chuck it. I mean, look, that's fairly solid. It would hang on there, it wouldn't fall off. I can always support it, you know, on my benches when outside, because the reason I'm not going to tremendous trouble with this, I'm not going to be using it very much. If I was using something daily, you know, I'll probably use it, I don't know, a dozen times, something like that. Anyway, as I say, I was hoping to get this done and then we could have a quick demo of the forge again, couldn't we? But it's got a bit late. As I said, I started straight after, well, afternoon, so 1 o'clock, you know, early for me. Didn't start early morning, but it's got too late to do it today. So anyway, be another probably tomorrow. We'll see what the weather's like. Right, I'll just do this little job and then get back to you. Well, that didn't take long at all, of course. Surprisingly strong. That's the plastic mount on the end that's moving. Not the tube, it's really, you know, I know people go on about gaffer tape, but I've only got 2 layers on. Anyway, we've now got plenty of draft. Right? In fact, I think it's going to be slightly too much. So, there is a very simple solution, isn't there, to this? A very simple solution indeed. And that is you just block off the intake, right, and you can adjust it. And I thought there were a few ways of doing it, but all we need is a flap putting on there that will go over it like that, and that's what will do it. So I'll get on and do that. I think I'll just make I don't know yet, a little bracket or something. Anyway, I'm using, this battery's no good, and I'm using my charger of course on it, which can do, but I need a spare battery. I've had this one a long while. In fact, how long have I had it? Sure, this is the one that came off me Red Rover Field Banger. Sure it is. So what's that, 3 years ago now, 3.5 years ago now, so it's done pretty well to spare. So I might nip down the scrapyard and get a spare battery, so I don't have to have my charger as well. That'll make it easier and get a bit better terminals or something. But anyway, it's been quite a quick thing, so it'll be something to do. And then what I'm hoping to do is I'm going to melt some cans down and make some ingots. That's the first thing, and do quite a lot, because then it's a lot quicker to use them. Now I don't know what I'm going to do for this year. I can't do any sawing and filing like I did last year, but of course I've now got my belt sander, you know, through doing it, which they gave me, and my drill obviously. So that's a lot of the hard work taken out of stuff, isn't it? So as long as I don't do too much hand work, we should be alright. But it's going to be doing smaller things, a bit of casting of some sort. I might even, I don't know yet, but if I get really bored, you know, I might make some boxes and try and do a bit of proper sand casting. You know, we'll have to see. It's just something to do, you know, again, over the winter, innit? We'll have to see. But being as I've got this stuff made, we might as well use it. Right, that'll do for today. So it's a bit short, but we'll find something to show you tomorrow when we get that done and set up, I think. Anyway, I just want to leave you with one last bit of news. And just occasionally you get a nice surprise. And the other night I got a wonderful surprise, to be honest. You know my good mate Tony, who fetched my tractor and went to Ironbridge with? Well, I don't normally get visitors, and 9 o'clock, doorbell went. What on earth's that? Anyway, it was Tony with his mate Carl, and look what they brought me. I mean, this is just, you know, I'm not into fashion, as you know. I've got enough clothes and everything, but look at this. Hey, a nice quality hoodie. It'll just do for the tractor shows next year, won't it? It's absolutely perfect. So, hope you can see this alright. It says, look, Mark of Lincoln YouTube channel, have you seen this? Now, ain't that nice, eh? I really appreciate that. I really do. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate it. Anyway, thanks a lot. See you soon.